patents, trademarks, and copyrights on an independent standpoint. So I want to break this down to those who may be wanting to know the difference between the two and why we should file for them if we got something that's valuable when we're dealing with business and how important it is. And this is just only from an independent standpoint. So I'm an independent welder. I'm not giving you a lawyer standpoint. I'm giving you from what I have learned and the things that I have put together. So a patent, it protects the property of the physical ideal of the property, like the prints, the drawing, the concept of it. The trademark protects the goods and services of the business, or goods or services. So say we're gonna use my company name for existence, Hog On. Hog On is a trademark that represents welding, that represents my clothing, that represents my movement. You see what I'm saying? So Hog On is the trademark. Everything under it is just different names of what I own. Like brands, like different brands. So say like Hog On is the main thing. Everything under it is connected to Hog On. Now, it stands alone. So say if I got something like, for instance, Hog On Welding Skids, I would copyright the term. I trademark the welding skids, but Hog On is already trademarked by me. So I own that. But I also, every time you come up with an idea, you want to also trademark it too. Especially if it's something that you're going to physically sell or goods that you want to stand out. So that way you want, you know, other people to know when they buying it from you and not from the competitor. Now, copyrights is the physical, not the physical, but the written form of protecting yourself. So say if you got a name, you want to copyright your name like Hog On, you can copyright Hog On. So I do have my copyrights on Hog On. So you copyright the name or the title of your business, and or it can be it can be music, it can be a film, anything that's written word, pretty much. If it's written word, you will. It's easy, and honestly, it's easier to do that first. So you want to kind of like go copyrights, trademark, patents, or whichever way you want to do it. But I would say if you got something that's valuable that you feel that if you feel in your gut that, man, somebody might get this idea, then you might want to go on and pay for it. Because something that I learned, you know how they used to say the poor man copyrights? Well, in court, it pretty much don't stand up. You got to have a lot of evidence, you know what I mean, to really back you up in that. So it's not, oh, I mailed it to myself. It's pretty much who filed for it first. That's pretty much what I got out of the lesson, what I took, what I learned. That it's who filed for it first. So me and you can sit here and have a great idea. You say, you know what, I'm going to go to sleep, man. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to go file for it. You go to sleep. I say, shit, I'm going to file for it now. And I run down there and go file for it. I own it. Now, on a moral standpoint, you'd be like, man, that's kind of messed up. But by law, you can do that. So if you got something, protect it if you feel like it's something that's very valuable. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can have an ideal if you don't share it with no one, you good. But if you into social media and you're into networking, a lot of times we throw great ideas out there. We throw great thoughts out there, and we'll get mad that someone stole a song or stole something that we said, but we didn't protect it. So all we can do is just have the bragging rights and say, yeah, I did that. And others can see, yeah, he did that. But they stole it. They made the money. There ain't shit I can do about it. But just say, he stole that from me. So instead of being in that situation, let's learn how to protect ourselves. So I've been learning this on an independent standpoint. And I ain't going to lie to you. Some of it get frustrating at times because of the knowledge. I have to stop and be like, damn. It gets to be a lot. But take your time. Learn what you can learn. Consume what you need to consume. That way you ain't overwhelming yourself. Just take your time, but I would say learn the system. If you plan on being in business and you want to be independent, or you just want to start your LLC or whatever you're doing, if you want to pass it down to your kids, you want to leave them an inheritance, then you need to have your trademarks, your copyrights, and your patents. Hog on.